Oh, right now we're going to go Gary Rickelman. Let's do it. They're quite the pair. It's Eddie P and Jer. It's quite the nerd affair. And sometimes Cody's there. There's no fucksticks here. Fuck Trump in his rear. He's no Mr. Belvedere. If he died, we'd all cheer. They like toys, movies, and games. 600 minus 289. Sucks so bad they are so lame. Can't be said by fucking name. Devil's Advocate had to be done. Gumble Love and Finger Blast. Trading Bach and fights in the cage. It's not a gamble. Run to get the ramble. It won't disappoint. We out. Fuck this joint. Look at that, huh? Was that Rickelman's lyrics? It's almost like Knights in White Satin with that poem at the end.
Yeah, it really is.
Wait. I want look. I just want you know, I'm looking right at you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. See if I can pull this off.
Okay.
Breathe deep. The gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from every room. Bedsitter people look back and lament. Another day's useless energy spent. Impassioned lovers wrestle as one. Lonely man cries for love and has none. New mother picks up and settles her son. Senior citizens wish they were young. Cold-hearted orb that rules the night removes the color from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but only we decide which is right and which is an illusion. I don't know. Did I do it? Ramble at the ramblepod.com.
I don't know if you did.
Did I nail
I don't have the paper in front of me to check it.
Eddie, if I did, would I be the first person to carry the title of Mr. Football and Mr. Knights in White Satin? Would that be? And then what? And then what, Eddie? And then what happens?
And then what happens?
Thank you. This is a Ramble, a Geek's Guide to Pop Culture. Guess what? You don't have to look too far to find the geeks. We're right here. I'm comedian, cancer fighter, podcaster, blogger. I don't know, I'm not, but a blog, mixtape maker. Still do that. Jerry Rocha, right there. We got my brother, the one and only
Eddie Pence, also podcaster and comedian,
and blogger.
I don't blog. No, I'm not a blogger.
I'm gonna say something mean.
Yeah.
I'm not in saying it. I'm going to ask something. Is blogging for losers now?
I would think at this point, isn't it?
At this point? I don't
know. With social media, isn't it?
I don't know. It's
at this point, isn't it?
I don't know. This is Ramble Radio 493. Today, oh my goodness, we're going to talk all about Captain America.
But
Brave New
World.
Before
we get started,
it's just right. I got to let him know. I just got to give him the preamble.
Let him know.
Got to give him the overture. Captain America, we're going to talk about the things we want to see in this movie, what we're excited. Since it's right around the corner. Now, go ahead, Eddie. Rock and roll.
Before we get started on that stuff, I know some of the Ramblers we have, and hopefully some new listeners we've acquired through the Potteration Network.
Potteration,
I don't think they really know that you're Mr. Football. And we just finished the conference championship rounds. We're ready to go into the Super Bowl, the big game in 2 weeks. I don't know if these people know
that I'm Mr.
You're Mr. Football. Yeah.
Well, do you want to tell them the note you got from me in this was January of 1994. I was about to my senior year.
I was a junior in college.
Yeah, that was my senior year.
January 94. I was a sophomore in college.
I believe that was my senior because if I graduated it, if I was class of 95, January of 94. No, that was my junior year. Right. January was my junior year. So that was my junior year in high school. Your junior year in college, you're saying. Where were you? Do you remember?
I was in Virginia, January.
No, like that day when this happened. The library? Wait, you were in the library. If I'm not mistaken,
I was in the library. I was in the library at Virginia Tech on the third floor.
Third floor. And what exam were you studying for?
I was studying for my sophomore year. I was taking as a personal health class.
Okay.
Personal health. And we were doing I think it was some sort of anatomy book. It was a medical anatomy
book.
Like
a Grey's Anatomy
kind of stuff. It was like sort of something like that. Right. And I was studying, I opened it up and on page I think it was page 52. It was about the heart. We were in the heart area.
Right.
I was studying the heart.
Right.
And this was taped to it. This note.
You're kidding me?
And it just said open 1/27/25.
Look at that. Look at that. And that's my handwriting, by the way.
That's
my handwriting. That's my handwriting. That's right.
And I've kept this in my wallet.
Look at this.
Since then. And I've never opened it. And we're recording on January 27th.
You never opened it?
Never opened it.
Eddie.
Never opened it.
What?
This is the note.
Wow. Great shape, by the way, for being
It's been in my wallet. It's been in my wallet the whole time. So I was going to open it here live on the recorded ramble.
I would love it. Let's see. I mean, I know what I wrote, but I mean, Mr. Football.
Here it is.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see.
It just says shoddy.
Shoddy. There, right.
It just says shoddy. So, I mean, it's...
Oh, and we all know that Shoddy's his kid. That we know, you know what I mean? You probably back then would have thought, well, what's Marty Schottenheimer going to do?
Yeah, are you talking about Marty Schottenheimer? At the time, the coach of I believe the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yes. No.
Or is it his kid Brian Schottenheimer? I think he plays football for University of Florida. What
that could that be it? Could that be it? Right.
But I think we all know today on January 27th.
Yep.
Announced as the 10th head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Your Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. And had you heard me on Queef and Jim in the mornings?
Yeah.
And this was this past Friday.
Yeah. You're always on Queef and Jim in the mornings.
Always on Queef and Jim in the mornings. And I had said, do we have audio?
We may have audio.
Okay. Do you go ahead and I think you know best what Queef and Jim
Let me play the audio. I'm not going to mess with it. All right, here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
There it is.
Take the reins, Eddie. Go ahead. Yeah.
Here it is.
Go. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But welcome back to Queef and Jim. In the mornings, we're here with comedian Jerry Rocha, as he's here with us every Friday on Queef and Jim.
That's right. Thank you. Look, I don't have much time. I'm just going to say the Buffalo Bills are going to fall just a little short. And Dalton Kincaid, could he have caught it? That's what you're going to be asking yourself Monday morning.
Wait. So you're saying Dalton Kincaid on Queef and Jim in the mornings. Yes. You're saying that right now.
Yes, Buffalo Bills. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dalton Kincaid.
The catch, Dalton Kincaid.
He will drop basically the game losing would have kept the Buffalo Bills drive alive. And
wow, that is very specific.
And you're going to ask yourself, did he have a shot or did he fuck it up? And you heard it here first on Queef and Jim in the mornings with comedian Jerry Rocha. Buffalo is losing to Kansas City. There we go. What else do you need, Eddie? We have the audio.
Dude, that is concrete proof.
Queef and Jim in the mornings. Mr. Football. With that news,
I think Queef was out that day. I think it was
Queef
just Jim.
was out. Just Jim. Queef was busy.
I don't know. It was a Queef.
Queef has bird flu. He's already gotten bird flu. Queef is one of those. I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to vax up. So Queef got bird flu. I don't know.
We know which side of the aisle Queef is on.
Yeah, we know who Queef voted for. That's why you got to subscribe to the Ramble. 5-star rating, a positive text review. The Ramble, a Poderation podcast. Please get on that. We're still locked at 149. These fucking people. Brian Hill, Seahawks fan, is still our last positive text review. Gang, let's get going. I see the numbers. We got a lot of new listeners. I love you. We love you all. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review. Eddie and I have comedy albums out. Tastes Like Pennies, Eddie has. You can get. I have a couple of comedy albums you can stream. Eddie has the Unspecial you can purchase. Yeah. I have my Hour Special on my YouTube channel. So many avenues to find us. Subscribe to all of our shit. But now let's get down to the brass tacks here. Yes. Captain America, Brave New World.
Formerly New World Order, but apparently that was too much for people to deal with.
Yes, so Brave New World.
So they had to change it.
We are going to be getting. Today we're just going to do the top 3 things because the movie's getting closer and closer. Might as well put this out here now, so when it comes out, we have time. You have time to digest our wish list. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you want me to go first? Do you want me to give my three first? Okay.
Get your three first.
These are not really predictions. It's just wish list.
Okay.
I want Sam to stay Cap by the end of the movie.
Okay.
I hope
Sam. I don't think that's a stretch. I think that's
Sam is. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. I want a fucking Incredible Hulk battle royale. I want as many Hulks as we've seen in Marvel, all beating the shit out of each other. That's what I want.
Okay.
I want a Hulk brawl, and then
like
now
a World War Hulk.
I just want to see all the Hulks fucking each other up, and then this is my or fucking. Now this is my dark horse of all dark horses.
Okay.
Sam is holding his own against the Red Hulk.
Okay.
But it's getting a little dicey. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then okay, here's what I want to see. Okay. Hulk throws a punch through the shield, right? It absorbs it, but Sam goes flying, okay? And when he's landing, and the perspective is like from Sam's viewpoint as he's getting himself back up, right? And the Red Hulk's coming to him, and then bam, 3 claws just pop out right there, right in front of between Sam and the Red Hulk, and Wolverine shows up to help him.
Wow, that's quite the long shot, I think.
That's a massive, but that's
a massive long shot.
But what if those were the reshoots? They're like, look, this Deadpool shit's going great. Fuck it. Let's.
Well, how do you explain Wolverine in that universe now? Unless this is a different Wolverine, because they stayed in Deadpool's universe.
They stayed in Deadpool's world, but it seems like they have a free pass to hop in and out whenever they want. So
right, or maybe it's Henry Cavill. Maybe it's the
Cavs. Could be the Cavs. Just putting that out there. That would be mine. All right, those are the 3 things I really want to see. That's gonna be the title. The 3 things we want from Captain America.
All right.
Okay. What's yours? Do you have? Are you ready?
Mine. This is difficult because I had one the other day. I was trying to think what it was, who I wanted to see. I thought, this would be a great cameo to have. I know. First of all, my wish list is to have, Leader in there. I think he's in there though. I think that's already confirmed.
He looks like that silhouetted dude with the hat.
Yeah, Leader's already. So that's already confirmed that he's there. So I'm hoping maybe. I'm hoping. My number one hope is we see Bruce Banner at some point, either as Hulk or just Bruce,
just
something
Bruce.
like that.
Right, right.
So I'm hoping we see that cameo come in, and where we see Bruce Banner, either trying to give Sam some advice on how to deal with a Hulk, or maybe we have a Green Hulk versus Red Hulk finale fight, which would be cool.
Ooh.
And since we saw at the end of She-Hulk, you saw his son.
Scar. That's why I'm saying. That's why I want to see the Hulk brawl. I want all these motherfuckers.
Maybe him and Scar team up, and now we're getting a little tease for a World War Hulk project, which I think they've been talking about.
Do we get Betsy Ross as the red She-Hulk?
That's what I'm thinking.
Whoo!
Because I was just the other night I was just watching the Incredible Hulk, the Ed Norton one.
Yep.
And I was like, because you had General Ross in that one, right? You had General Ross,
and
he came back.
Yeah,
he was a through line through all the Marvel.
Yes.
Then you had what's his face play Abomination.
Yes, and he's in this. That same actor's in this. No, not him. But he was in She-Hulk.
He was in She-Hulk as Abomination.
And then the guy who was leader is in this.
And the guy who's leader is in this. So you're bringing in a lot of elements. You've already brought back most of the major elements from the Ed Norton Hulk. So now are we going to see Betsy Ross?
Is Betty
Ross,
not Betsy Ross.
Betsy Ross would be a better cameo.
Betsy Ross making the flag as the red She-Hulk. That would be better. Sewing the
Betty
flag.
Ross, that would be a...
Betsy Ross, Betty Ross as the fucking red She-Hulk. Could we see? So you want to see Banner for sure?
Yeah.
What's your second one? You want to see the red She-Hulk, Betty?
I think I want to see more elements of the original Incredible Hulk. And I guess that would be Betty Ross as red She-Hulk would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
If she's there, if what's her face is playing Betty Ross the whole time as the daughter, and then
she's going to turn.
You see Sam getting ready to maybe do the final blow on the Red Hulk, and she just jumps in and saves him as Red Hulk. She saves her dad.
Red She-Hulk as Red She-Hulk. That'd be fucking amazing.
Oh. And then I know we're dealing with a lot of the from Eternals. What was the thing that the Celestial that died coming out.
Yep.
And it seems like there's a big battle for the elements that are in that.
Yep.
Celestial, which I believe is rumored to be adamantium,
which is why the metal and which is why I would mind seeing our boy Wolverine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are we going to see? Is this where we're going to start seeing the original things? We start seeing who's the general that experimented on Weapon X? I can't think of the character name.
God, the guy that Brian Cox was in X2.
Brian Cox was. What's his name? I can't.
Fuck. Jesus.
I should know his name.
Forgetting this. Yes. How are we? Stryker. William Stryker.
Stryker.
William Stryker.
Do we see a Stryker? Do we see a Stryker character leading the charge to get the adamantium?
That would be fun.
And now we're planting the seeds for some X-Men shit.
Oh, that would be incredible. I have an extra one.
And maybe Camille returning as his Eternal character.
Kumail.
Kumail.
Yeah, Kumail comes back. You know who I want? You know what I think is the obvious one?
What?
It's going to be RDJ as Dr. Doom. We're seeing him in this.
You think?
I bet you anything he's popping up.
Because they're saying, like, his first appearance, he's supposed to be in the world, whatever Earth Fantastic Four is in.
Right. We're seeing
he's not
him
on this
end
Earth.
End credit. We're going to see. There's going to be that's going to be the end credit. I think is our Robert Downey. That's my end credit thought. Is we're going to see him. End credit is.
Do you think we see any Bucky leading into Thunderbolts?
That would be interesting. I mean, would make sense, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
He was in the goddamn TV show. Winter Soldier and Captain. Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm excited. I hope this is a good one. I'm excited. It's.
I would love to see Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk.
Betty Ross as Red She-Hulk would be fucking killer. That would be. Oh man.
That would make the most sense since you're bringing in Thunderbolt Ross as the Red Hulk.
I mean, his daughter was she just going to be gone? Her father becomes a Hulk, and now she's just out of the picture. Get the fuck out of here.
Her father's president, and they got to. Yeah. I think they also have to answer. I mean, this isn't so much a wish list, but I think they have to. I'm assuming a lot of the beginning of this is going to pick up where Secret Invasion left off.
Yes. Yep. So will we see Nick Fury? We have to.
Will we see Nick Fury? I think we'd have to see Nick Fury in this a little.
I know he hasn't been shown or teased, but he's got to be in this shit.
And then you got to see the president. The president go and Secret Invasion was calling for. Basically, if you see a Skrull, you shoot it.
Yep.
Pretty much, and now we have a new president, Ross, coming in. He just won election, so
they're going to have to talk about the tail end of Secret Invasion.
They have to address the change of power.
Yeah.
And the Skrulls. I think you have to clear up the Skrulls a little bit because this is the first time we've been back on Earth since the Secret Invasion.
Yes. Whew. All right. I'm excited. Eddie, just as like I'm excited for all of you to subscribe to the Ramble, give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. And as much fun as this was, our new Ramble Radio for the week, we have contractual obligations.
Oh, man. Okay.
God, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. To all the new people, I'm so sorry.
So sorry, new people. Skeletor. No. We were just talking about the new Captain America Brave New World film and what we hope to see in it. Is there anything you want to see in the new film?
Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. Yes, full frontal nudity on all the CGI characters. Full frontal nudity because I don't care how giant they are. They're not going to compare to the big S. And I just want to have the bragging rights. See, my dick is still bigger. And that's kind of that's how I review films. I only review films that do full frontal nudity. I'm the top critic here on Eternia. And I only review films that show full frontal nudity, and then I explain how the big S is much bigger than anything you've seen on that film. Boogie Nights, please. So much bigger. So I want, for all the CGI characters, full frontal nudity, and I want to let everybody know that my cock is bigger, and better, and faster, stronger, more well-read, more poetic. My jizz, I can jizz out, just rhymes. That's what I want people to know and come away from. And that's what I want to see. So I can keep the belt, if you will. Keep the bling. Keep the strap. But I'm excited to see the movie. It's going to be premiering here in the Eternia Megaplex 2000. There's 2,000 screens. You believe that? It's a movie theater that has 2,000 screens. And every screen, Eddie, you're not going to believe this, every screen, it's about 4 times the size. It's the largest screen on your earth. Every screen. And we have about, each theater seats about 750,000 people. So you're wondering, my God, a megaplex with all that, where could be a big enough place to put something like that? Go ahead, ask.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! Sometimes I surprise myself with how I can get from A to B.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the only one surprised by it.
Jesus, dude. We got to talk to the Potteration guys.
Potteration has to have some leap pull to get.
You would think. Well, we want to. God, we're sorry for that, but Cinesnob Cody, let's get the Cinesnob podcast on.
Get him on Rotten Tomatoes, please.
We need to fix those things. Eddie, where can all the fine folk find you?
5 days a week, patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio. And on Wednesdays, Ramble Proper here on the Potteration Network. And also Not Today with Jen Sturger on Fridays.
Look at that. You can find me in the same Ramble locales on the Potteration Network that you can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also streaming video games, Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch. Just my name on YouTube. Find all of our shit. Subscribe to all of our shit. Love all of our shit. We love you all. Stay safe out there. We will be back tomorrow for a Ramble Proper. Until then, stay safe, everybody, and enjoy the jams. If you want to come up with lyrics,
do it, please.
We're not mad.
Please come with some lyrics. I'm still wanting a Ramble rap. Somebody's got to give us a Ramble rap.
So you're thinking Downey Jr., it's too soon.
I think they're saving for Fantastic Four. I think they're saving for Fantastic Four. That's what
if... Holy shit, I just thought of something.
What?
What if this has a scene in it where they're like, there's some little headline something. No one still knows what happens to those astronauts that disappeared back in the 60s or something like that. Because maybe they started on this Earth and ended up in
the other Earth.
Yeah.